Greetings and welcome, friends. We were talking about solving multi-step equations, and here we go. We've got problem 18. Step 1 in general was to simplify both sides, if possible, and then we're going to use inverse operations. So addition and subtraction are inverses. Multiplication and division are inverses of one another. And we're going to undo what happens to the variable in order to get the variable by itself. So here we go, starting with some distributing. This is a -2 being multiplied by everything in the parentheses. So -2 times 4g. Let's see, what did you guys get? Anyone have thoughts on what's -2 times 4g? Adriana? -8g. I agree. All right, let's see. How about what's -2 times -3? +6 equals 30. Let's see. Let's pick a name. All right, Jimmy. Here we go. Don't worry. It's okay. It's okay. Two things are happening to G. It's being multiplied and added. Now, we talked about when we're solving, we SADMEP. We do reverse Pemdas. Which thing should I move first? What do you think? What are your thoughts? Throw a guess out. We subtract 6 from both sides. Absolutely, right? We deal with addition and subtraction before we do multiplication. It's going to be easier. It's going to avoid fractions every time until the very end if possible. Whereas if I tried to divide, fractions, right? Which is fine. You guys can make life difficult for yourselves, but I agree with Jimmy. Let's do it the easy way. Easy way. So I get 24. Let's see, Ethan. How do I get G by itself now? You don't think I need to add to both sides? Add 8? No? No. Mr. Waddy's intentionally being wrong here, demonstrating a common mistake. Sometimes people see this -8 and they're like, oh, I got to add 8 to both sides. But my friend Ethan, he knew better. He knew better, right? Like Devin following along, he knows better. He's writing this down, tracking. Divide both sides by -8. The inverse of multiplication is division. And check this out. These minus signs, swipe. These 8s cancel. And I'm going to get G equals 3 with a negative because there was this one minus sign. And typically if I have two minus signs being multiplied, they can combine to be positive. Oh, it's like a lovely, like, two sad people at the dance, and now they became a couple, and they're together. It's so wonderful. And the same thing with division. Negative divided by a negative is going to equal a positive. Those two minus signs came together. Sad story here, guys. This 8 had a negative sign, and there's no minus sign for it to partner up with. So it's a sad ending here. Sorry to be such a downer on a Friday, but there you go. All right, here we go. 22, so flip the page, write this down. Let's simplify first. All right, now I'm going to distribute, and this minus sign is coming with it. All right, so -5 times 2y, I think Pooja was telling me, I'm going to have -3 equals 12y. And then what's this first part? -5 times 2y. What's that, Pooja? No? -5 times 2, anybody? And then there's still a y connected to it. And let's see, -5 times -7. Cameron, maybe? Negative times negative is positive, and 5 times 7 is 35 is what he said. Actually, he didn't. He said 35, but it means the same. All right. Adriana, what do you think I should do next? There's multiple steps I could take. Yeah, let's combine those like terms. All right, let's... Yeah, 12y's minus 10y's is 2y's. I like it. And let's see, Jimmy was the expert on this. Jimmy, I've got two operations here, multiplication and addition. Which one should I get rid of first? And how do I get rid of that addition? Yeah, man, I'm telling you, I'm training you guys to be a pack of mathematical ninjas. This is amazing. I love it. -3 minus 35 becomes more negative. And so that's negative 38 equals 2y. And Cameron's going to tell us how we would get y by itself here. Being multiplied there. How could I get rid of that 2? Well, the inverse of multiplication is division. Division. All right, so make sure we're writing this down. 38 is even, so it's going to divide by 2. I believe that's 19. And there's only one minus sign. It's sad at the dance. Oh no, the prom. I get negative 19 equals y, but we are not Yoda. We will say y equals negative 19. That's a way more proper way to say it. Now, actually, guys, I don't think we've ever done a check with a problem with multiple variables here. Let me show you what a check looks like here. I would actually plug in negative 19 for both of those y's. And I'm already scared of what 12 times 19 is. You guys want to help me out? Oh, boy. So I'd plug in negative 19 for that y. And then I have minus 5 times 2 times negative 19 minus 7. Now, theoretically, if this is a solution, it needs to be a number that when plugged in will make the equation true. So that's the question. Is this equal? And let's see what happens. So I'm going to Pemdas this. What's 12 times negative 19? It's going to be negative 228. Oh, what? You made it up? I believed you. And this is on the internet, and everything on the internet is supposed to be true. All right. But actually, you were right. So wait. What? What? How? What? Man, that was like the double negative thing. 2 times negative 19, that's going to be negative 38 minus 7. Let's simplify that part. Negative 228 minus 5 times. Comes negative 45, I believe. Negative 228. Negative 5 times negative 45 is going to be plus 45 times 5. I feel like, oh, that's 225. And guys, check this out. Negative 3 equals negative 3. Check it out now. Funk is your brother. Yes. Look at that. That's amazing. Our solution worked in the problem. So this thing is like beast mode right here. This is boss fight. All of our skills of distribution, combining like terms, inverse operations came together, resulting in the solution. And maybe in a matter of 10 minutes, we will be doing a problem like this on a mini quiz. So, yeah, look out. That's like the sound that the boss would make as you like enter into the boss fight arena. Here we go, question 31. And then another student asked a question about, I think 32 or 33 after this, so I'll go over it. Here you can stop with the Morse code. It says, write and solve an equation to find the number. 8 plus, so guys, watch this. 8 plus, I'm going to write 8 plus. All right, so watch how I interpret this, couple words at a time. Right, Jimmy, you with me? 8 plus means 8 plus. The quotient of, that means I'm dividing two things. So I'm going to write a fraction bar. The quotient of a number, and I don't know what that number is. So let's represent that with a variable, maybe the classic X, like the Coca-Cola classic of variables. So the quotient of a number and 3, so that means 3 is the thing that it's being divided by, means equals, I don't know if you guys knew that, negative 2. All right, so I wrote my equation. Now, this one's tricky. How do I solve that? I've got a positive 8 here and a division. Which one should I get rid of first? When I SAD map, what do we do? I'm going to deal with the positive 8 and then the division. Okay? How do I move a plus 8 to the other side? Minus. That's right. That's right. Represent. And so let's see. X over 3 equals, notice, oh, beautiful. These equal signs, line them up. Negative 2 and negative 8 becomes more negative. More negative. All right. Now this is tricky. What do I do to move that 3? What was your thought? There is a way to do that. No, that's not the inverse operation of division. Multiplication. Multiplication. There is a way to reciprocate it in Trick, but in this case, I think it's easier to just think, oh, I'll just multiply both sides by 3, which, by the way, is called the multiplication property of equality, aptly named. Man, these mathematicians, they're just so creative with their names here. So those 3's would swipe out, and notice that's exactly what I wanted. X is by itself. 3 times negative 10. You're going to be 30 years old at the dance and sad and negative because there was no negative sign for it to partner with. Man, that's sad. It's okay, friends. Don't worry. It's okay. Don't worry. It's fine. All right? Math will always be there for you. It's always true. It's reliable. It's faithful. It's been around for a long time. Math was like that friend that you should have fallen in love with so long ago, and it's been there forever. Wow. Guys, that was beautiful. I think I'm going to come up with a romantic comedy coming out in the summer of 2017. It's about you falling in love with math all over again. And then, like, what would the subline be? Be like, it just adds up. No, I'll have to think about it. Add a comment to the YouTube channel below, right? Sort of thing of what the best tagline would be for my math romantic comedy. Bye-bye, internet friends.